All right, guys, let's take a look at Seattle and the White Sox coming up today. 7:10 first pitch Eastern Time. Robbie Ray going for the Seattle Mariners and Dallas Keuchel. Tale of two different pitchers here. We know what Robbie Ray can do. Phenomenal. And then Dallas Keuchel just really has not been the same the last couple seasons, especially last year. This game had some really interesting line movement here. When you look at right now, the White Sox are 120, but we actually had Seattle as a favorite going back to late last night. They're $1.15 favorite here, and but now the White Sox, $1.20 favorite at home. I can understand that. I was a little shocked to see Seattle open, as a favorite here. Total in this game is 9, shaded to the over. Base winner. Let's talk a little bit about this game with the Mariners with Robbie Ray going against Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah, I think this is a steal. I mean, you've got the Cy Young Award winner from last year taking the hill, and I mean, I have the thing priced at minus 215 for Seattle, and you're getting plus money on it. I mean, I just think it's a mispricing. I've got Robbie Ray. He's 7th out of 150 pitchers. He's got a 35% run suppression number. And I'll get into his granular stats after I talk about Dallas Keuchel's base winner number, which is awful. He's a 118, 18% worse than a league average pitcher, 140th out of 150 pitchers. Offensively, the White Sox do have a little bit of an edge, but it's not that significant. I have them at 113, and I have this Seattle at 112. So, both these offenses I think are decent. And from a relief standpoint, we got a huge advantage in the relief splits too. We have Seattle 16th out of 150 based on my ratings for this particular pitcher, and Keuchel's ratings. He's going to get a lot of that bottom end of that White Sox bullpen, which is not good. And so that's 122nd out of 150 pitchers. But I just wanted to talk about the granular numbers from last year, because I think it really is important, where it's like, well, how do you have Dallas Keuchel? And I guess he was good a few years back, but I honestly never really liked him from a sabermetric standpoint. And I'll start off with Keuchel, and just to kind of explain the percentile, and if Jeff, if he's having problems understanding it, there's probably other people having problems understanding it too, but it's pretty simple. If you get a percentile of 0.50, so that's right in the middle, that means that's a league average number. So, if you're a 98 percentile pitcher, you're elite. If you're in Keuchel's case, if you're a 17% for this particular stat, expected strikeout percentage, if you're a 17 percentile, then you're in the bottom 17% of all major league pitchers. So that's kind of how that percentile rating, when I throw it around there, it's actually it's a very simple rating. It's just kind of like he's in the bottom 17% of all pitchers when I say that he's in the 17th percentile. So for Keuchel, he's in the expected strikeout percentage. He's in the 17th percentile. These are his numbers since June of last year. Hard hit per 9, he gave up 12.7 hard hit per 9 hits. So that's a 12 percentile number. And then his expected walk rate's bad too. It's 9.3%. That puts him in the 19th percentile. So you put everything together, he's a 7 percentile pitcher. And so that's 198th out of 212 pitchers that threw last year. And conversely, Robbie Ray, 98 percentile expected strike rate. Hard hit per 9, 92nd percentile. Expected walk rate, 77 percentile. He was ranked base winner number 4 since June on those granular metrics. That puts him in the 99th percentile. And I can't get over the pricing in this game. I just think it's, to quote Jeff, I think it's a joke.
We've got our math lesson there, Jeff.
Well,
Go
it's
ahead,
funny.
break that down.
It's funny he uses the word joke, because I think the joke. No offense, I think the joke may be on Mark here. Mark, you're smarter than realizing. I think you know what's going on here. This is a false flag play of the day. Chicago White Sox are going to win this game. Why are they a favorite, Mark? That's the question. Why are they minus 120 for how good Robbie Ray is? And you're dead on the money. Robbie Ray's terrific. Dallas Keuchel has, quite honestly, not been good for several years now. I mean, he had his moment in the sun, I think, when he first came to the White Sox, but he wasn't great down in Atlanta. He didn't do great really in Houston towards the end of his career. Here's the issue, okay? The White Sox crush left-handed pitching. They crushed them last year. They're crushing them this year. They're very good against left-handed pitching. And we have to come to the realization, when it comes to morons and idiots, there may not be a bigger one than that clown Jerry DiPoto out in Seattle. This guy doesn't seem to understand. You can't put out crap lineups like this every year and expect to shine it and call it gold. This lineup sucks. They sucked last year. They sucked the year before, and they suck this year. Hitting 240 as a club, bottom 3 in the league, and in the entire major leagues. They can't put runs on the board. And you know what? Shame on them, because Mark Borchardt was dead on the money. Guys like Matt Brash pitched well the other night. Guys like Chris Flexen pitched well the other night. And guess what? This clown show lineup, like the Brewers, can't hit and can't put runs on a board. That's why they're a dog, because they suck offensively, and White Sox crush lefties. I'll tell you what, I'm adding the White Sox to my card. Put it on my card.
There you go. And that is exactly why the White Sox are a $1.20 favorite. Is you can say what you want about Robbie Ray, and I do like Seattle in this game, but again, the reason why White Sox are a favorite, and you hit the nail on the head, Jeff, is they are inept somewhat offensively, but this is because the White Sox bats as well too. I mean, again, they're fifth right now in Major League Baseball. I know small sample size here, but yes, and Seattle's at the bottom. Seattle's having a lot of problems scoring runs here. But for me, I'm taking a shot, and I thought we had some value, earlier on with Seattle. Still got a little bit of value, and Chicago is the better team at this point in time. Better offensive team, no doubt. But I will take a shot with Robbie Ray just because I'm going against Dallas Keuchel. And just like last night's game, it was a 1-run game. I'm thinking Seattle may win this game, 3-2 or 4-3 or something.
Let's call a spade though, and whether you're Sarah, Mark,
I disagree with you on the lineup. I mean,
I mean, come on, Mark, stop. This is what I'm saying.
Well, okay, so what are your thoughts about Jesse Winker, Mitch Haniger, Julio Rodriguez? I mean, like, you don't like those guys? Those guys can hit.
They seem like stiffs to me. This lineup sucked for years.
So when Julio Rodriguez wins the Rookie of the Year, let's talk.
Well, yeah,
Jesse Winker, he hit pretty good last year.
Mark, if Kim Kardashian knocked on my door, I'd probably invite her in. It might not happen though. That's the thing. Like, if it happens, I'll say to you, hey, Mark, Kim just knocked on my door. You were right. Listen, we'll see.
No, you're coming after me with my projections, and all I have to say is, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens at the end. I think Rodriguez is gonna. I've got him at 123. I think he'll probably have a weighted runs created plus of 123. I mean, that's what I
say. This guy over the course of the season. Over the course of the season, the Mariners bats will come alive because they do have some talent. But what they're doing right now, I think that's where Jeff is coming from. I mean, the way they started the season, they're not putting runs on the board right
games. Now. I mean, that's insane.
Like, I'm not judging them. They weren't good last year, Mark. You know that. They've been good for a while. I'm not coming at your number. I'm just saying. I mean, TC, you're in Vegas.
No, you can, but I know how they're created, and I know they're good. So, like, you can say they're bad, but they're good. So
I'm not saying, Mark, I'm not saying they're bad. That's the thing. I'm not coming at you or any number. I'm saying that this is not for how good Robbie Ray is and how poor Keuchel is, the Chicago White Sox shouldn't be a favorite. That's all I'm saying. This is a weird price. I don't get it. That's all. And at the end of the day, Mark, I think you should realize, I mean, you're brash. He was terrific last night. What was the issue? These clowns couldn't hit the baseball.
Yeah, but we're only talking about one game. So I think that they've put together a pretty good lineup. I mean, it's 10th in baseball based on my projections. So, you don't have to agree with my projections. You can oppose me. And that's what's so great about betting baseball, is that you can take it one way, I can take it another way. And that's what makes the market.